All this morning, we have got true Black excellence in the building.
Aww.
You know her as the queen who handled it as Olivia Pope on Scandal and lit up the big screen in Ray, Django Unchained, and so many more. Now, she's been out here telling our stories with style, with power, with straight up heart. So, y'all, let's make some noise for the icon herself, Kerry Washington.
Oh, what an intro. That was so lovely.
Girl, she must be trying to get a part in the role.
Always.
That was very lovely. Thank you.
Well, thank you. We are so happy to have you. And first off, major congrats on your new movie, Shadow Force. We are so hyped to see you back kicking it. An action role. Let's go.
It's so exciting. You know, I haven't really had an opportunity to do a lot of these films. I mean, like 20 years ago, I had a small role in Mr. and Mrs. Smith playing Angelina Jolie's best friend. We were climbing mountains together.
Yeah.
But I really got bit by the bug. I was like, I love doing this kind of movie, but nobody ever offered me another role like that. I've been doing dramas and some comedies. And so when I was talking to my production team, my production company team at Simpson Street, we were like, what kinds of films are we looking for? And I was on the hunt for an action film. And when I read this one, I just thought, this is it. Because it is a badass, splashy action adventure.
It sure is. I thought I was in the wrong theater. Girl, I stood behind that big old machine gun. I was like, is this the right movie?
Because at its heart, what I love about it is behind all those machine guns and kicks and punches and whatnot, there is this real love story. It's a story about family and about sacrifice and about marriage and being a mom, being a dad, and the lengths that you'll go to protect the people that matter most to you.
Yeah, that little boy was definitely protecting. But I was like, okay, it was really interesting. So, but, okay, you played a spy.
I did. We're highly trained assassins, mercenaries.
Jinsu, how you pronounce that word? Jinsu? What's that fighting? Kitsu? What's that?
Jiu-jitsu?
Girl, jiu-jitsu.
I was like, what is he struggling with over here?
It is a struggle.
My character was her fighting style was really influenced by capoeira, mixed martial arts, some kickboxing, and then Omar Sy, who a lot of people love from Lupin. His martial arts were more sort of East Asian style. So it was fun. Even from the very beginning, we knew that we wanted to have different fighting styles because this is a couple who has been estranged from each other. And there's a lot of tension at the beginning of the film that we have to work through and work out in order to try to be a family.
Yeah, y'all did, honey.
I know. I always say to couples, I don't advise treating each other the way we treat each other in film. You have to remember, we are highly trained mercenaries. Other people should just go to couples therapy.
And was that real? Did y'all really?
Yeah, we really fought. And I think in some ways, you know, I think Omar and I have really great chemistry in the film. I love him. I adore him. I think he's so good in this and in everything. But part of where we developed that chemistry was in the fight training because we were doing that months before filming began. And so, you know, you really have to learn how to communicate with each other, how to trust one another when you're learning all that fight choreography because you don't want to hurt one another in real life, but you want to look like you are.
Yeah, because some people do it in real life, honey. They be like,
we're not doing that. We don't advocate that. I do advocate couples therapy. That's something I love.
Exactly. All right, so in Shadow Force, your son, he's beyond adorable. We've talked about it. He's hilarious.
Jaleel.
Oh my gosh, love Jaleel. So, but as a mom of three myself, boys.
Me too. Not all boys. I have 2 girls, 1 boy.
I know. It's so cute. I've seen it. No, not really. I'm not stalking. But I know kids. I know your kids do this. My kids do this. Everybody's kids do this. They have this perfect timing when it comes to embarrassing us. What is something your kids have said or done in public that had you just wanting to hide?
You know, have you seen this thing Tina Fey talks about where like having a teenage daughter, which I have one daughter who's 19 and the other one who's like knocking on teenage years, but she feels like a teenager. And Tina Fey says this thing that having a teenage daughter is like having an office crush, you know, where you're like, hey, some of us are having dinner right now. No pressure. But if you want to join, we'd love to have you. Like you just want them to like you so badly because they are so cool. I mean, that's the thing is people, even at my school, people or at their school, people joke that like the coolness skipped a generation because my parents have a ton of swag, my kids have a ton of swag, and you know my husband and I are just sort of along for the ride.
Yeah, just there.
I love it. So true.
So Kerry, balancing a demanding career and a personal life that could be very challenging. You know that. So how do you maintain that balance, especially with such intense roles, and then going back home to your husband? Because you know sometimes we bring work home, and they're like, honey, be at work, and you're at home.
Well, my husband and I both have a lot of passion and pride for what we do, but we put, like this couple in Shadow Force, we really put our family first because that's what's most important at the end of the day, you know? So for me, I do make choices about my career that come from a place of inspiration, and I try to challenge myself and grow in new ways. Like this film, I'd never challenged myself so much physically, and she also has a big emotional journey as well. But I had my family with me in Colombia. So we shot on location in Bogota and in Cartagena, and my family came. We really got to love that country and practice our Spanish and take cooking lessons and dancing lessons. And you try to share the journey with kids so that they feel like they're as much a part of your life in the choices that you make.
Yeah.
Now, in the movie also, y'all were speaking French.
Yeah,
and
because
I'm glad
Omar.
they had closed caption. I'm
Well,
like, well,
nobody expected you to know.
I know, 'cause I'm like, girl, they expect me to know this.
When Omar Sy signed on to the film, because he's French and that's his first language, I thought, well, this is a great opportunity to really level up the film because it now becomes a global film. Right? The film is about Black love, but Black people exist all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
Our love can
that.
cross boundaries and cross languages and cultures. So it's really fun to have him in the film and to have him speaking French. And he was kind of my French coach in the process of shooting, and that was great.
Love that. So we've talked about it. You've played some of the strongest women on screen, and you talked about how you were looking for an action film.
Yeah.
But how do you decide which roles feel right for you and which ones represent the culture the way you want?
I think I just try to operate from my heart, you know. I'm really lucky in that I have become a producer and a director because when you're an actor, you kind of spend a lot of time at home waiting to be invited to the party. You're just like, I want a job. I want somebody to invite me to come work with them and do what I love to do. But as a producer and a director now, I get to throw the party, not just wait for the invitation, right? It's that old saying of like, if you can't find a seat at the table, build your own table. So now I am in the business of building tables, and I never build tables for one. That's what's great, is that you create opportunities for other people to get to do what they love to do.
I need to get me a table, child.
You got to build it. If you're looking for one, don't wait around for somebody to give you a table. Build whatever your vision is, build your table. So when I come across a project that feels like, you know what, this is worth my time and energy to build this table, that's how I know it's the one for me.
Now, let me tell you this, Kerry, what brought tears to my eyes in the movie. I don't know why. When I heard the song Truly.
Isn't that amazing?
I mean, it just came out of
so
nowhere.
many people have said that. I'm so proud of this,
it.
that when people walk out of the theater, they're like, look, you delivered on the action, like the explosions. When I tell you the stunts that I put my body through, that afterward I was like, why in the world was I hanging off the side of a mountain out of a car shooting at a truck? But it was so fun. But I am really proud that when people come out, they're like, I didn't expect to laugh so much. Listen, Method Man and Divine Joy and Jaleel, they're so funny in the film. Cliff, Method Man, is so fantastic.
I'm shocked to see him in there.
And he's so good. Divine Joy, before her fancy Oscar, we shot this film, but she's fantastic. So people didn't expect to laugh so much, and a lot of people tell me they cry or cried 2 times. People tell me they cry in the mama scene. No spoilers, but the mama scene and in the song.
Yes, it just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my God! Then I promise you, I went home and at least I played it on my phone when I left. Because it just sounds so good in the movie.
I mean, don't you love Lionel Richie? He's like the sountrack to our lives. He's been around for so long with the Commodores and like classics like Endless Love and Truly and All Night Long, Brick House. He's just like, he's a beast. So I always joke that I told Lionel, I said, you're like the 4th family member in the film. You're like Cousin Lionel who's with us along for the ride.
Yeah. So like, that was so touching.
Love that. Yeah. Well, this month marks the 13th Scandalversary.
Oh, my God.
Yes, you made Olivia Pope a household name. Is there
No, you all made Olivia Pope a household name. I'm so grateful to the fans.
Yes, but I want to know if there's any part of Olivia Pope that's still with you today.
You know, every character that I'm blessed enough to play stays with me in some way. There's some tiny piece of them that gets woven into me. And I feel like even with a film like Shadow Force, you know, I have played characters like Olivia Pope who are so strong intellectually, emotionally, psychologically. And this character is all of those things and a physical beast. So it's not that I'm no longer Olivia. You know, she kind of lives in me, and then I continue to build on her as I sort of lean into different roles and different characters. Mm-hmm. Also, those Prada purses. I have a few of those.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We love Prada. I'm wearing some shoes right now.
You're Prada.
Okay, so now Miss Kerry watched the girl moving fast forward, honey, to the NAACP Awards.
Yes.
Now, the girls were scared scared that you was going to lose your job.
Why?
They said, girl, honey, is Miss Kerry going to lose her job? Because they thought when you didn't thank, or when you thanked Tyler Perry and you went better, like, girl, she going to lose her job? I'm like, I'm sure Tyler going to let her lose her job.
Well, I didn't know that I had thanked him already because I honestly, I did not expect to win that night. In fact, I told my husband to stay home with the kids. He was in the shower while the awards were on. I was really like, I mean, I think I'm such a huge fan of Wicked and Cynthia Erivo, and she was nominated for an Oscar. I thought there's no way she's not winning this. And so when they said my name, I kind of blacked out. So I got up on stage and I said something that I hope made sense. But as I was walking off, I thought, oh my goodness, I don't know if I thanked Tyler. I did, but I didn't remember thanking him. So then I caused a whole ruckus and upended the show, and it was terrible. Just because I had blacked out.
That was cute.
That was great.
Well, it meant a lot to me that it meant so much to him. You know, he said so often in our careers, people don't thank us. I don't think we do a good enough job giving people their flowers while they're here.
We don't.
You know, and he said the fact that you would thank me not once but twice really meant so much to me.
That's beautiful. So. That is beautiful. And speaking of giving people their flowers, we definitely have to give you yours because you have helped shift how Black women are seen on screen, and it's just amazing. So do you have any advice for young Black girls out here who are dreaming big, dreaming of being the next Olivia Pope?
Oh, my goodness. I would say don't ever let anybody take your dreams away from you. I think as we get older, you know, when we're kids, that's why Jaleel's so great in the film, right? Because kids really know how to dream and have great imaginations and to throw themselves into situations and just play, have a joy for life. I feel like the whole film, all of Shadow Force is in some ways about protecting his Black boy joy. And as we grow up, as we get older, we need to protect that joy within ourselves, to keep our dreams, to keep our ambitions, to not let anybody tell us what's impossible. And don't dream about being the next Olivia Pope. Like there already was an Olivia Pope. Dream about being the next you. Like you are here to carve your own path and create your own reality and be a hero for somebody else.
Exactly.
So that's what we need. We need you to keep dreaming big so that other people have an example to reach toward.
Oprah has said it once eloquently. She said, honey, I can't be Kerry Washington. I'm just using that example.
Yeah, I know
Kerry
she
Washington
say
is
that.
already taken.
Yes, that's right. She said, I have to be the best me. Yeah, that's right.
Because you're already taken. So
yeah.
And I was also, I heard too, a famous person said that that Black people don't dream like we used to anymore. They said we need to get back to dreaming. We don't dream as much and hope and dream anymore. And I think that is kind of true, though, to an extent.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I dreamed about being here. Me and the girl that's on the me and our freeze, we started radio together back in the 80s. We're not gonna say what year, but
I was gonna say 90s. Did you have to say 80s, bro?
I know him.
We know you were a young intern.
Yes, I was like 12. So.
Yes, understood.
Yeah. So it's interesting.
You
so
have to dream.
Yes,
you have to dream.
Yes.
And when we reach those dreams, we have to challenge ourselves to keep dreaming. So as adults, so that's what you asked was what's the message for young girls, but to all of us, I would say, what do we want next? Because we're still here. We have to take advantage of the time we're here. Like for me, if I stopped today, I am already living a life that is full of prayers that have been answered. I know how blessed I am with my marriage, with my children, with my career, with my friends, with the service that I've been able to do. But that doesn't mean I have to stop dreaming. I still get to reach. Like, if I didn't give myself permission to keep dreaming, there wouldn't be a Shadow Force because I had already been Olivia Pope. Why try to do a big splashy action film? It's like, no, I want to keep challenging myself. I want to keep dreaming. Cicely Tyson always talked about, for me, it's never about getting to a mountaintop. I just want to maintain my climb because that's where the joy is in continuing to adventure.
Ooh, too many life hacks here. I'm trying to I got to write this down.
I know, girl.
Rewind it.
We got to keep next year. We rewind that tape, honey. So the other day, honey, we heard Michelle Obama. She admitted that she loves reality TV.
I love that. I love how she tells the truth.
Yes.
Michelle will always tell you the truth.
So, Kerry, your guilty pleasure. What's your guilty pleasure when you're not working?
Listen, let me tell you something. I decided a long time ago that if it gives me pleasure and it doesn't hurt anybody, I will not have guilt. So there's no guilty pleasures in my house. There's pleasures on pleasures. Okay. Unless somebody's being hurt, there's none to feel guilty about. So things that give me joy and pleasure. My family right now, we are on a big Amazing Race kick. My kids love the Amazing Race. I know that's not a splashy, sexy reality show, but in our house, that's top notch. I love that show. And let's see.
What about reality TV? Trap? music or anything like that? Baby, the girl's like, what?
I'm not a big trap music person. I mean, I don't know that I catch up on reality TV through the folks I work with. I love hearing them talk about all the shows. I have some functions we're doing later today with housewives here in Atlanta, so they're always a lot of fun.
Oh, that should be cute.
But I would say maybe my guilty pleasures are dark chocolate. In unlimited amounts.
Yeah, they say that's good. Dark chocolate is good for you.
In unlimited amounts.
Oh, okay.
Really?
And like spa appointments. I'm a big massage facial girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
Too.
I love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have a guilty one.
Oh,
What's
Gary,
your guilty
yes, you
pleasure?
Do. Yes,
I like to shop.
Well, shopping, you know what? I used to not be a shopper, but now my daughters are so into shopping. They've got me kind of out there back at it again, and I'm grateful. It's fun to be out in these stores.
Oh, yes. I shop at least 3 times a week.
Online or in person?
Oh, no, I got to be in person.
Yeah, it's
I
fun.
touch
It's
it.
nice to be out there in the
Sure.
stores, and it's good for the economy. You know,
That's
not
what
that
I tell my
not that
friends all the
everybody
time,
can do
the
it. We
economy.
have to be smart about it. You know, but
He's
if
not
you
smart
have
about it. He's not smart about
No,
it.
let me tell you something. I do sales, number one.
I love a
but
sale.
I love a good sale.
I can't
It's
resist a sale.
When I get in some of the high-end stores, it's like, honey, I just get hyped.
If something is on sale, don't you have like a personal pride?
That you beat the system.
Yes.
Like I beat that price. You paid
Yes.
$1,200, I paid $300.
Yeah, I feel superior. Like
Yes.
I did something right.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's how I feel.
Yes.
Lord, we
and then I
cannot
can
get y'all
buy twice
together.
as many things.
Y'all cannot
Exactly.
go shopping together. It will be over. Too bad.
Yeah.
All right, we want to play something with you. We want to do this lightning round with you, okay?
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna say it, and you're gonna tell us what it is. We're gonna give you the name of something. You're gonna tell us what your favorite is, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go first. Favorite cereal.
Favorite cereal, I mean, when I was a kid, Captain Crunch.
Favorite role you played?
Oh, I can't say. They're all so good. They're all
They're
like
all
my
good.
children. But right now, Shadow Force. Kyra.
Worst habit.
Worst habit, cutting people off sometimes. It's terrible.
Well, you don't mean
It comes from enthusiasm.
Exactly.
I'm trying to catch myself at it and say, I'm
about
so
to use
sorry.
that too, enthusiasm.
No, I do. I've been trying to. I didn't mean to cut you off. I tried, but the worst is when I cut somebody off and then they're like, "I forgot what I was going to say." I'm like, "Oh no!"
Well, it wasn't important then. That's what they say.
right.
Huh?
That's right.
It wasn't
Imagine I
important.
say that to my child. Well, it wasn't important then.
Okay. Your celebrity crush.
Oh, celebrity crush. It's too weird to say if you have a celebrity crush when you're a celebrity.
Yeah, well, and you have a husband.
Yeah, I would say my celebrity crush would be Nnamdi Asomugha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
my husband.
You better.
right.
You better. Okay, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
If I could have any superpower, like what would I choose? I think if I could have any superpower, it would be to make people have compassion and kindness.
You're so sweet.
I
know.
just want to live in a more peaceful world.
Yeah.
hear that.
Then we can start. Okay. Now this one here. This one pass you. Your
You just
favorite
edited
trap
yourself.
music or rap song?
Like right now, current.
Either
I'm a
could be-
Doechii fan, so right now
yeah.
anything Doechii
They
is.
always
is
talk
it.
about Doechii. I don't know her. What did she
You
say?
you need to get
Gary.
on the Doechii kick. What do you?
I
Why
heard
are
of
you
her, but
resistant?
I heard of her, but I don't know what she's saying. I mean, well,
Anxiety? That's great.
Anxiety. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I'm anxiety.
Okay. All right. Okay. The 3 things that Kerry needs in her movie trailer to be comfortable are.
I need a tea kettle to boil my hot water for my tea. I need a yoga mat to warm up in the morning. And usually because I don't always, I need my snacks. Like I have very particular snacks.
Oh, what
because I have a lot of
snacks? What
allergies.
snacks?
So like one thing I love is like very clean jerky sticks. So I always have new Primal jerky sticks in my trailer ready to go.
Okay.
Really?
Yes. No judgment. Why are you
It
judging
does
me?
seem
What do you
judgy.
want in your
That
trailer?
That was very
Girl,
judgy.
What do you
What
want?
do I need?
Yeah, what do you need? What are your 3 things? Keep it clean.
Oh, nothing. I got to get a trailer. I had a trailer. But anyway, my last one. What's the best advice you've ever given, or was ever given to you?
I think lately the best advice, I really feel like I had a doctor who told me, oh, this was a tough one, but my doctor said to me, you know that expression, I'll sleep when I'm dead? And I said, yeah, I say that all the time. And he said, every time you follow that advice, you get closer to your death. So you need to be sleeping more.
Wow.
The sleep is the cornerstone of our health. So it really has really forced me to recenter sleep as something that is more of a priority.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, we are so excited that you came to visit us today.
Thank you for having
you're royalty.
me.
We love you. Y'all, make sure you get your tickets early. Shadow Force is in theaters May 9th.
You can get tickets now. It's out Mother's Day weekend. So take your badass moms, your dope ass dads. Celebrate the love of parenting and family and Black love all around the world. We're so excited for you to see it.
Yes. And okay, first, before you go, what is your official Kerry Washington account so we can all follow you?
Oh, it's at Kerry Washington, not complicated. But also my company that produced the film is at Simpson Street. So follow us both. Follow at Kerry Washington and at Simpson Street. And hashtag Shadow Force.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.